How does Christian bioethics address reproductive technologies? Have you ever wondered how Christian beliefs shape the conversation around reproductive technologies? Let's break this down together. Christian bioethics evaluates reproductive technologies based on moral principles found in Scripture and the belief in the sanctity of human life. A key concern is whether these technologies respect human dignity, the integrity of marriage, and the moral order set by God. At the heart of Christian bioethics is the belief that human life begins at conception. This belief leads to careful examination of technologies that create, manipulate, or destroy human embryos outside the natural conception process. For instance, in vitro fertilization often involves creating multiple embryos, selecting some for implantation, and discarding others. This practice raises serious moral questions because it can lead to the destruction of embryos, which Christian ethics views as human lives deserving of respect. Christian bioethics also emphasizes that procreation should occur within the marital union of a husband and wife. Therefore, reproductive technologies that involve third-party donors, such as sperm or egg donation, or surrogacy, are often seen as ethically problematic. These methods can be viewed as undermining the marital and the natural connection between procreation and marriage. Some procedures, like intrauterine insemination, may be considered less ethically concerning since they do not involve creating embryos outside the body. However, even these can raise moral issues, especially if they involve practices contrary to Christian teachings, such as using pornography or masturbation for sperm collection. Another important aspect of Christian bioethics is the idea of stewardship. This means believers are encouraged to use medical technologies responsibly and humbly, recognizing God's control over life and its outcomes. While medicine and technology can be seen as gifts from God that assist those facing infertility, Christians are called to accept God's will and find contentment, regardless of the results. In summary, Christian bioethics supports reproductive technologies only when they honor the sanctity of life from conception, respect the marital relationship, avoid harming embryos, and align with biblical teachings about stewardship and trust in God's plan. Technologies that involve embryo destruction, third-party reproduction, or practices that separate procreation from marriage are generally rejected on moral grounds. This ethical framework helps guide Christians in determining which reproductive technologies are morally acceptable and which are not.